How's it going, everybody? GodBaer here. Once again, thank you for clicking into one of my videos. We are going to be, creating or uploading a Black Desert Online Succession Nova PvP guide. Kind of just general knowledge a little bit in terms of people that are just starting Nova or looking to play a Succession Nova, as we have a lawn behind us that just dashed away. But yes, I'm just going to cover over some basics and kind of show a combo and a little bit of like tips of device on how to survive, that type of thing. Because in terms of Succession lawn, there's not a whole lot on YouTube in terms of helpful advice or any sort of knowledge base. Like, there's a decent bit of just straight like Succession Nova, like PvP montages, and like a few videos of combos, but they don't really share with you why the combo is set up in terms of the order of the abilities you're using or what the abilities use. It's just straight up like, here's the key input and the ability names, and then they show you the combo, and then they go to another combo and another combo, and that's about it. There is a couple videos that kind of sit down with you like I am right now, but it's not in English, and unfortunately, that's the only real language I know, so I don't understand the other videos that I've found that showcase more than just combos. But if you understand the languages that happen to come across those, then feel free to learn from those as well. I just thought I'd create one in English to help those that need the information I'm about to be shared. If you guys end up enjoying the video, hit that thumbs up for me, much appreciated. But we'll go ahead and get to it. First off, skills, we're not going to go through too much. I just want to go quickly at the beginning here over what really makes a Nova a Nova. And first off, we might as well take out our weapons. And the main thing that, if you are a Nova, you love it. If you're against them, you hate it. Q right here with our shield and our pawns. Let's we got a little interrupted with the lawn here, so we're gonna just move over while we talk about the shield. But yeah, what makes a Nova is Q with our pawns here. You want to call them pawns, soldiers, whatever. But if you go to Q and you go to our protection ability right here, when you have your shield up and you get hit, it recovers 25% of your max SP recovered on blocks, and then all DP plus 30 for 5 seconds when guards are summoned. But of course, if you have the absolute version, it increases your DP by 50 for 5 seconds. And as long as your pawns are out, this consistently refreshes. You see that it only goes down 1-2 seconds. Obviously they just went away, but if you press spacebar, they're right back out, and it continues to upkeep that 50 DP. I am a seasonal character, so I'm capped out right now. I can do a little bit of more adventure logs, but I'm at 242, 244, 306 because I have full pen Tuvala gear because it is a seasonal. I can't really get any more gear because I'm capped until seasonal ends. But I do want to quickly go over the pawns, and then everybody else's worst nightmare is Axion. If you hold shift and space, you bring out Axion, big old man here, and we'll get into him in a little bit. The one, knockback on Novas is, in terms of the soldiers, I'll bring them back out here, and Axion, you have two abilities. The first one, in terms of the soldiers, they're not out right now, but I'll bring them out in a second here because my shield's not out, is Command Opening. It's a quick slot ability, and you can send your soldiers to a target. It will also bring Axion up, who will shoot 3 snowballs at your opponent. When your soldiers are around anybody, I'll go ahead and bring them back out. For example, I'll just click the ability and show you that Axion shoots balls, and the soldiers attack the target. The soldiers have a random chance to stiffen the target, which of course gives you random openings or chances to react upon those stiffnesses. And how I like to use this ability in Command Opening is to completely harass my opponent. Keep up constant pressure because it is a 3-second cooldown, so you can almost spam it if you wanted to, but it will slowly, if you look at my health right here, I have 4362. Every time you click Command Opening, it will take 100 of your health. You can spam it and do it as much as you wanted, and every time it'll send your soldiers, and the Axion will shoot 3 snowballs. I do have a fairy with Miraculous Cheer, so it's going to upkeep my health over 95%. So if you don't have a fairy with Miraculous Cheer, that will eventually eat away at your health. And then Axion, big guy here, as long as he's out and about, if you look at... I don't see my orb. There should be like a little gray orb around. Alright, it's not going to show it. Maybe it's because I'm in the battle arena. But when you have Axion out, you'll see a gray orb floating around, and that's Axion. And as long as Axion is out, he will also slowly drain your health. Not as fast as I was moving right here. It's very, very slowly. And if you have Miraculous Cheer, like I said with the fairy, it's really hard to tell. But if you don't have a fairy constantly refilling your health with pots, it's that much more visible. But that's getting ahead of ourselves a little bit. And Axion is very nice to have. So I guess since we did just quickly talk about command opening and being able to send soldiers to apply stiffens and pressure, and then Axion shooting down the 3 snowballs, you also have WE, which is going to be your 100% as well. Icy Prison, I'll quickly say, is the 100%. I have it locked. I really do not like it. See right here, I have it locked. I'll wait till I have my 100% to actually show you guys. I'll throw it in right after I show you what I'm about to show you. It's an animation that takes way too long and does not... It's not nearly as good for how long the animation takes. You point up to the sky for about a full second and then point forward for another full second just to freeze a target and do like 5 to maybe 10% of its health and damage. I will quickly just do this ability real quick, so let me do this little animation that takes far too long. So in terms of you guys watching, I'm at the end of the video in terms of commentary, but we're gonna go ahead and throw this tidbit in terms of proper timing when I said I was going to use it. And this is the 100% why you want to lock it Icy Prison. Because Icy Prison, as we were talking about, is SE, backwards E, to send Axion towards your opponent. And if you have your 100% and it's not locked, and you are running around doing whatever you're doing, you're fighting however many people, and you go to SE and you intend to send Axion, but you do not have that 100% locked, guess what you're going to do? You're going to spend your sweet time sitting there doing this. Pointing up, pointing forward. That's probably going to do 5, maybe 10% of his damage, may or may not freeze him. But while you're doing that long-ass animation, your opponent could be on top of you, just wiping the floor with you. So for how long that animation is of pointing forward, or up and then forward, I just lock it. I'm not a big fan of it. So S plus E is to send Axion. What he'll do is, if you're close enough to your opponent, he'll either come sideways or behind your opponent. If you're, for example, way over... didn't mean to charge. If you're way over here out of range and you do backwards E, he'll go from where you are to where you're pointing. But if you're close enough, we'll go ahead and wait for him to get up, because when Axion swoops down and breathes on your opponent, he will knock them to the ground as long as they are not blocking, forward guarded towards you, or super armor activated. So again, backwards E, he will come from... That was very poor side attempt there, Axion. So we'll go ahead and send you again. And this time he will come from behind, even though he hit the banner. So we'll do it one more time so Axion can redeem himself. There we go. And if that was a player, he would get knocked down. For some reason, the dummies get knocked down like half the time when he actually gets contact with Axion there. But those two abilities are really nice together. You can 1-2 kind of punch them together. For example, how I like to do it is I do command opening first, and then I send Axion with Icy Prison, which is SE. So all you got to do is your quick slot followed by SE. There's a little bit of timing underway, because when you do command opening here, You got to remember that these soldiers will stiffen your opponent or your target, and then Axion will swoop in, and if he makes contact with his breath, he will knock them down. So by sending command opening first, you kind of just hope you get a stiffness because it's not guaranteed, and then by getting that stiffness, they are stuck how they are or where they are without guarding, without super armor, which allows Axion to swoop down and get a guaranteed knockdown. So just to show you guys, I'm going to go ahead and do quick slot and then SE, and as soon as he makes contact with the ice, I like to send him. My soldiers were a little delayed there by not really jumping over there in time, so we'll do this one more. So send them, and then Axion will damn near perfectly time it every time. You just have to try to hit it back to back as quickly as possible, because the soldiers, as soon as they hit, you want Axion to be coming. So we'll do it one more time just so you guys can see it, because I know everybody learns in different ways. Some people are really good about learning just by hearing it or being told it. Other people are visual learners. I'm one of those. So again, I'm just going to show you guys. You just try to hit them as quickly as you can to minimize the gap in between the stiffness and the knockdown when Axion comes down. If you do it the other way, in terms of Icy Prison first and then command opening, you will end up like Axion won't actually come down. You will cancel Axion, so Icy Prison, into command opening. So I'll go ahead and show you, because if you do it the other way, first I'll give it time, you see Axion, and then as soon as I click it, he reappears. So that's with time. But if you do it the other way, you will legit cancel Axion's Icy Prison with SE into command opening before he even does breath. So SE and then right click. See, Axion didn't even come out with his breath. So I'll give you guys a little bit of time. I'll try to let him appear. He might still make contact with the breath, but you don't want the knockdown before the stiff, because then that kind of defeats the purpose. But I'll just show you guys the other way around. Let Axion come out first and then click it, and see he shoots from, or the snowballs from wherever he's at. Outside of your shield and the two ways to send your, we'll just call them pets for now so I don't have to say spawns and Axion, is your punishing trap. Your grab is, in my opinion, and a lot of this that I'm about to share with you guys is going to be my opinion or what I think about the class or what I think may help you. So if it does, enjoy, I guess. If it doesn't, just let me know in the comment section what you would like to know or any way I can help you, and I'll try to respond to you, or I will respond to you regardless. But yeah, I'll try to help you is where I was going with that. But yeah, punishing trap is forward E, and this grab has some ridiculous range. And what I was going to say, in my opinion, it is probably one of the top 3 grabs out of all 23 classes, and the range is one of those reasons why. I might as well show you guys. So right here, don't read into the 20 seconds. You always want to get the absolute, and it drops to 15. I know it's still 15 seconds, so it's a semi-lengthy grab as this lawn hopefully leaves this alone, because I know a lot of you are visual learners, and if you guys do come into the battle arena, everything in every battle arena looks the same. So I'm going to give you kind of like little mile markers to just showcase if you happen to go in-game yourself on what the actual distancing is. So this little patch of grass, if this lawn lets us go ahead and have this dummy here, is the maximum range of the grab. So if you look at where that dummy is, it's a fairly good distance away. A lot of people don't think you can grab them from this distance, but when you're a Nova, you know you can. So I'm going to go ahead and WE, grab that man from where he was, and just showcase the best thing about this grab, and is its distance. You can snag people from a very far, like I keep saying, distance. So just to show you again, because it's not a fluke, you always take a step forward, and if you end up missing, instead of pulling your opponent towards you, you will charge towards them when you miss. So example, I'll just hit off to the side of him, and you charge in like that. But another good thing about the grab, it's one of your best fake outs or tricks in terms of PvE or PvP. So obviously when you use forward E, it's going to use your cooldown. But when it's off cooldown, as you hold forward E, you can constantly throw your mace and charge. as long as you have stamina, of course. And why I say fake out is we're just going to use the cooldown again real quick. And what I like to do is fake people out right before the cooldown comes back. I'll throw my mace, making them think that I missed my grab. Like this. Like, oh dang, I missed my grab. But yet I got it right now, and you use the grab. But by using your grab, like I said, right before it comes back, you throw off their possible timing of knowing the class of when the grab is actually back. So they'll just consistently be worried of when you really have your grab. But between the two ways you have to quickly get space, obviously punishing trap that we were just covering, if you hold W plus E, you can continuously charge. Your other one being Icy Fog here, which is going to be shift in any of the directions. Obviously, Icy Fog is a little bit faster to get you up and going. You have a little bit of a bunny hop, and then you start running. I'll just go ahead and show you guys a little hop and then a run. So just a little hop and a little run. And in terms of distance, just as a good judge, I'm going to charge past the steps from exactly butted up against this dummy here. So I'm just going to normally charge, and I didn't reach the steps. But from punishing trap, I'm going to go back, and I'll probably, I guess it's kind of downhill, so it's a little bit of a bad judge, but just for reference sake, I'm going to probably reach the bottom of the stairs. So it's not like a whole big difference, but in terms of, you know, just being able to outplay somebody by throwing them off with not knowing when your grab is. Okay, so almost to the bottom of the steps. So you get, you know, a good bit of distance extra, and you know, add that extra aspect of not letting them know when your grab is there. And again, you can use it, let's just, for example, let's just say I missed this grab. As like, oh crap, I just want to get away now. And I run around, I come back. I do this a couple times. And, you know, I dance around, and I do it again right before it comes up. And he's like, oh, he missed me, but I didn't because I used it right before cooldown. So hopefully you guys kind of get the gist of what I'm throwing down there. It's just one of those game mechanics that doesn't sound like it'd be that big of a deal, but in terms of PvP, when a lot of these are matchups and trying to outplay somebody, you can really throw them off. Because I know a lot of people know classes really well, and they almost have like a mindset timer of when your cooldowns are coming off. You know, it's just a chess game. Like, it's a way of outplaying people by making them think something, but it being a different way. So obviously if you've PvP'd or played any sort of multiplayer, you know how that type of thing goes. But we've rambled on about these three things far too much. I guess four things if you count the shield. But those are the four major things that make a Nova. It's the shield, it's the pawns, it's Axion, and it's the grab. And I absolutely love those so much. And just remember that command opening is one of your quick slots, as well as this ability here. So I might as well, since we're on the topic of quick slots, these are the only two quick slots that I use. Command opening and Enter the Darkness. Enter the Darkness is the ability that I only use when my shield, in terms of the durability that would pop up here when I have my shield out, is completely depleted, which, since I'm seasonal, happens a lot because seasonal RBFs are at least half Corsairs or more, and Corsairs have percentage-based shield just deletion, and it just completely annihilates the Nova shield. So they're the bane of your shield's existence. So we're just going to leave it at that. So it is a skill enhancement, and it's Enter the Darkness. It is a forward guard, and you'll see it has 3-prong attacks. So ideally, the closer you are, the more damage it's going to be, and that's really what you're going to use it for. The max distance in terms of making contact is probably about here. I'll just use it to show you guys. Yeah, that's about max distance. Again, for those of you that are visual learners or want to be in-game, about this back end of this patch of grass here is the full extent of where you'd be able to make contact with this ability, but you're only going to want to use it defensively in terms of like a survival tactic. So again, this ability is a forward guard and recovers a minimal amount of health, but that's not why you're going to use it. It's the forward guard, and I only use it when my shield, like I said, is completely depleted. When I have 0 shield, so my shield completely gone, I have nothing to protect me, and if I can't directly get away from my opponent, so if I don't have stamina or don't want to turn my back and take back damage or charge away from him or do whatever, if I'm stuck being in front of him or he's very close to dying, I will use this ability because it has the forward guard. So it will protect me for that much longer to survive. And since it will not have my shield up because it's already depleted, it will give me that much longer, since it has the forward guard, for my shield to start replenishing, which is how, you know, at least how I play Nova Succession, is all about the upkeep of my shield. If my shield is low or gone, I'm typically not in the fight. If someone's low or the group is low, yes, I might just try to go in and blow the team up and help my team get as many kills or get as many kills for myself. But if my shield is low and there's nothing happening like directly, or if I'm in like a 1v1 and my shield is low, gonna keep my distance until my shield is back. There's no point of fighting you when my shield is low or out. But again, I'm gonna ramble a lot. I'm not the most professional. I'm just trying to help out whoever I can. So again, I apologize for the flabbering on and the reiteration of whenever I happen to do here. But whenever someone is close to you and you can't immediately get away from them, go ahead and use Enter Darkness. Again, it's a quick slot. It's in your skill enhancement. And you will go ahead and forward guard for this duration and do a little bit of damage. So it's got a good bit of forward guard, so you're going to be protected. You can still get CC'd because it's not super armor, so you're going to want to be careful there. But in terms of immediate damage, while your shield is depleted, it will protect you forward-wise. Other than that, another little ability or two abilities I like to use to get away. First being your iframe, which is going to be Star's Call. It is going to be backwards C. You see invincible while moving backwards. It's your iframe, and it is also super armor. It will also send your soldiers forward. We'll go ahead and show you guys here. And then after, actually we'll just show you this first. So of course you got your iframe. It sends your soldiers first, and then it brings them back to you. It's a decent disengage. You know, it's got a good distance that you actually can create a gap for. But after the iframe, I like to use Bitter Rain, because Bitter Rain is a knockdown on one hit. If you see the third from bottom line there, above the down attack, it's a knockdown on one hit. So we'll go ahead and show it to you guys. It knocks down your opponent. So what I like to do to create the distance and knock down my opponent, giving me one of two options. I can either get away because I created a gap and knocked him down to get my shield back, or I can go on the offensive since he's knocked down. I will iframe backwards, so SC, and then S left click, so backwards left click. I'll just show you guys so you can jump backwards and then knock him down, allowing you to go do whatever you want, get away to get your shield back, or like I said, go on the offensive. So once again, if someone's directly on you and you don't have stamina or you don't want to turn around, obviously if it's a 1v1, then knocking down one person, maybe prioritize, certain matchups. I'm not going to get too far into it because obviously everybody has different classes that they don't like or, fear more than others. But again, just SC into S left click is a quick way to get your distance and knock down your opponent to do whatever you please. Obviously all situational play. Other than that though, I do want to talk about two quick little combos. I don't want to go too in depth with this video. I know my YouTube channel isn't too huge, so I don't know what my audience base is, but whoever happens to come across this video, I hope what I do show you does help. Again, this is for people that are new to Nova and or are looking to play Nova, and kind of just showing you the basics of what, in my opinion, makes the Nova so great. I had to go ahead and put the key inputs up here on the screen for you guys before I go ahead and show you the two combos. I have two combos for you. One's going to be a quick little 5-piece that isn't going to necessarily keep your opponent down, but if they have half or less health and you want to finish the kill and kind of guarantee the kill at that point, or if you know you have high AP or someone has low DP, this is going to help you get a quick and easy kill without like a whole lot of effort. And we're going to open with Punishing Trap here. So forward E with your grab. You always want to Icy Fog jump backwards with Shift S, and then you're going to go ahead and do the 1-2 punch with Shift left click, Shift right click, so Fiend Shadow into Frozen Darkness, and then Shift Q with Send in the Horses in Stamma's Mate. So I'll go ahead and show this to you guys real quick. And again, you want to do this when someone's about half health, or if you just, you know, you got them out geared or they're under geared. So I didn't mean to hit Q. I thought I had my weapons out already. Always practice like you're in the arena, so make sure your shield's always down. So you want to grab them, back jump, you want to left click, right click, and then send the horses. And they're pretty much getting up as soon as you get done sending the horses. But if they're half health, or like I said, you outgear them, or they're undergeared, whatever the case, they're not going to get up. They're going to be dead at that point. Or they V, either way. My favorite wombo combo, though, that just feels so good to do. You're going to make sure they stay down. You're going to make sure they get completely deleted, or you force the V, is going to add 2 extra abilities, and it's in a little bit different of a rotation. So what you're going to do is, again, open with Punishing Trap, so forward E with Icy Fog, so you're going to jump backwards with Shift and S, but then you're going to go into Blooming Ice, which is Shift F, into Vengeful, which is going to guarantee you a knockdown. You see above, down attack, the third line from the bottom, down attack on third hit. So when you jump backwards with Shift S, it sends your soldiers forward, doing 1 attack. And then Shift F is your second. And then your third here is Vengeful Star, which is going to guarantee the knockdown. And then after Vengeful Star, you go to your 1-2 punch, being Shift left click, Shift right click, and then Stamma's Mate. So we'll go ahead and show you guys. You're going to grab them, you're going to jump backwards, you're going to Shift F, put Bloom, the big ol' circle, and then you're going to Vengeful Knockdown with W and right click, and then Shift left click, Shift right click, and Shift Q. So you're going to grab them, you're going to jump backwards, Shift F, Vengeful, left click, right click, and then Shift Q, just to completely annihilate your opponent and make sure they stay down and make sure they're out, either respawning, coming back from a safe zone, or using aliens here, or you're in an RBF and they're just going to respawn. Either way. But we'll show it to you one more time. So you grab them, you jump backwards, you Shift F, you Vengeful, left click, right click, and Shift Q. No, I was about to ask Z-Lock. Actually, let's just ask Z-Lock. Or IZECOLD. What's your DP? And we'll see if this person wants to let us do a combo on him. And we'll showcase what this combo can do, and that it can keep him down. Yeah, they got 345 AP or DP, so I probably won't be able to. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to kill this person because I have 242. So I'm seasonal, 242 AP. Alright, stop our pawns from hitting him. But yeah, just letting him know that we're not. I'll let you guys know. We're not going to be able to kill him because he's got 345 DP. And like I said, we're at 242. But just to show you guys. Alright, so just remember, this is against someone with damn near 100 more DP than I have AP, but just to really showcase what it can do against someone with 345 DP. So yeah, just to give you guys kind of a representation, that's what you can really do with that combo. yeah, this guy even said 345 DP, and like I said, we're at 242. But yeah, we'll just say we appreciate it. Oh yeah, 330 would be nice. Or yeah, anybody 330? So yeah, you got it from this man himself. It's a good combo. Use it, learn it. But yeah, appreciate him. Appreciate you guys by watching. I think that's actually about all I have for you guys. Just to go over the other abilities for you guys that I haven't, just to kind of cover the majority of the Nova. You have your Flowing Star and your Affliction. It's just your left and right click. This one's decently good. It will heal you for a decent bit. Right here you see the Succession Affliction. For every hit that you get, it'll recover 40 HP. It's mainly for PvE, but you can just hold left or right and hold your right mouse, and you'll just constantly swing around and gather HP. So depending on how hard hitting your mobs are, it will heal you a good bit. And then you have your Chain Strike. I don't use this ability much at all. A lot of these, like IZECOLD, these two are both just to get me my Frozen Chain. Frozen Chain is just a super armor ability. Don't use it a whole lot. It has an air attack and an air smash. I don't know why it shows you it has a knockdown. That just makes it feel like it's actually better than it is. It's really just situational. Bitter Star, again, I'll just show you guys the animation, but I just kind of have it for the sake of having it. The only real skill enhancement I have is Enter Darkness, which we talked about earlier for the forward guard when you have your shield depleted. Storming Star, we covered, locked it. It's the swing around with the mace and then smash forward. It just takes too long for how minimal amount of damage. The Vengeful Star, we covered. It is really nice and has a knockdown on its third hit. You have your Icy Thorn. Again, like I said, Chain Strike just for the enhancement skills. Punishing Trap is your grab. Right here, you can just have basic attacks after, which is going to be the charge that we covered. You just hold forward and E and you'll charge. You have Q, and then you just have your backwards F, which is really nice, and I guess we can cover those really quick. So backwards F, forwards F, and then this ability right here in forward C are really nice little kind of like bunny hops to do more damage. So Swooping Strike is really nice. Your other C ability, backward C, that's an iframe with super armor. This one is a forward guard, and you send forward horses. So it's really nice to kind of chase people. If you're running after somebody that has low health, go ahead and do forward C. So for example, if I'm running after someone, I will forward C, and my horses will outrun me to finish the kill. And then the other two here in, oh, I meant to go right here in backwards F and forwards F. Backwards F is really nice. You just want to be careful. It's super armor, but you're not forward guarded, so you can get knocked down. But you'll back jump and send your soldiers. And then forwards F is just a punch, but it's super armor. It's pretty nice. It's a float. But those two are pretty nice. Again, like I said, if someone's up close, you can backstep and go forwards. But a lot of time what I like to do if someone's low health and they try to like shift a direction, I'll jump their way and then I'll jump backwards and send them. It's just a nice little like continuation of a hit if your cooldowns are maybe off or something. So you can just side jump and then show your, to better explain, shift a direction backwards F, and you'll just kind of continue to harass your opponent. Other than that, you have Mauling Star. So your face is kind of just a quick little stiffness. You're just going to hit him with a shield. And then this is just to continuously attack after hitting him with your shield. I don't have it fully maxed quite yet. I think I need 15. So just a little bit more skill points, and I think that'll actually like completely maximize my build. This is going to be all of our actually I didn't show you guys Frozen Earth. That one's just mainly to finish off a kill. It's got a pretty large AoE. It's your 200%. If someone wants to give you their 100%, it does massive damage. But then you got your shift left, shift right, your shift Q, your shift F, And quickly I'll show you guys the Shift C. Shift C, when someone's low and they're still around you, go ahead and hit Shift C just to finish them if you don't have any cooldowns or you don't have any of these other abilities. So over here I have my grab, my shift left, shift right, my shift Q, my shift F. It's just to let me know when I can really do my wombo combo, so I'm not accidentally grabbing someone when I can't fully utilize you know, my full capabilities of my wombo combo. But the last little bit that we have left is the counter gambit, because this is just the 2 different guards that you have. This ability is a quick slot. It just freezes somebody and almost like adds a little bit of a bleed to them. It says 150 pain damage, but I'm not a big fan of freezing people, because if you freeze them, they take less damage. All these, of course, are just your DP and your max health, your AP to monsters, and your casting speed. Again, I'm not going to go over the absolutes and the primes and all that. But that's going to wrap this video up. So hopefully those of you that happened to click into it and made it this far enjoyed. If you did, I would appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up for me. I hope to see you guys in game. Like I said, I am a seasonal character, so I'm stuck in there. I'm going to sit throughout the whole thing. I kind of torn on what I want to timepiece my second character into, but I'm happy it is also going to be a level 62 when I do decide to timepiece it. But again, I'm not going to ramble on too much. I know I've done that far too long already. I'm already over an hour of recording for however long this video is going to end up being. So again, hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it helped you out, or helped you decide if you do or do not want to be a Nova if you are not one already. The Awakening Nova is just insane in mobility, and it's a lot of in and out, relying, I guess you're reliant on your grab in pretty much every class in the game, unless you don't have a grab. But again, another story for another time. But we're going to wrap this one up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Until next time, everybody, GodBaer out.